Have you ever wondered why the woke fluidity movement seems to stem primarily from wealthy, prestigious universities? It's a curious phenomenon, isn't it? These bastions of knowledge and privilege becoming the birthplaces of a movement that seeks to redefine societal norms and values. This movement, known as woke fluidity, is making waves beyond the ivy-covered walls of these institutions. But what's the real story here? Could it be a genuine drive for empathy and social justice, or is there a hidden agenda at play? To answer this question, we first need to examine the origins of the woke fluidity movement. This movement, a cultural shift towards greater social awareness and advocacy, found its breeding ground in the hallowed halls of prestigious universities. These academic spaces, known for their intellectual rigor and privilege, began to challenge established norms and question the status quo. The reasons behind the movement's inception are complex and multifaceted. Some argue that it was born out of a genuine desire to promote empathy, inclusivity, and social justice. Others suggest that it was a reaction to societal issues that were perceived as outdated or oppressive. And yet, there are those who suspect a more cynical agenda, seeing the movement as a tool of the privileged to impose their worldviews on the less educated. The association of woke fluidity with privileged academic spaces has led to a disconnect with the broader society. Critics argue that the movement, while well-intentioned, is rooted in a reality that's far removed from the everyday experiences of many people. They question whether the ideals of woke fluidity can truly resonate with individuals who are grappling with real-world issues such as poverty, inequality, and lack of access to quality education. Now that we've traced the roots of this movement, let's delve into its implications on the education system. The woke fluidity movement has undeniably made its mark on our education system. It has sparked a revolution in the way we approach learning, teaching, and student interactions. Firstly, our curriculums are undergoing a radical transformation. Traditional subjects are being intertwined with contemporary social issues, creating a learning environment that not only imparts academic knowledge but also cultivates a deep understanding of societal dynamics. However, this shift has raised questions. Is this new curriculum providing a balanced perspective, or is it leaning towards a particular ideology? Secondly, teaching methods are evolving. Teachers are now facilitators, encouraging students to question, analyze, and form their own opinions. Yet there are concerns. Are these methods empowering students or confusing them? Lastly, student dynamics are changing. Classrooms are becoming platforms for open discussions on complex issues. This promotes inclusivity and empathy, but at the same time it's creating an environment where dissenting voices might feel suppressed. The woke fluidity movement appears to be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's fostering critical thinking and empathy. On the other hand, it's stirring up controversies and creating divisions. Moreover, there's a debate about who this movement really caters to. Is it inclusive of all students, or is it primarily serving those from privileged backgrounds who have the resources to navigate these changes? So, we can see how this movement is reshaping education, but what does it mean for our society? The influence of the woke fluidity movement extends beyond the classroom walls and into our society. As we delve deeper into this issue, we find that the woke fluidity movement has the potential to significantly reshape societal norms and expectations. This is not just about education, it's about every facet of our society. Our norms, our values, our very way of life could be subject to change. The question is, will these changes lead to unity or division? On one hand, the movement promotes the acceptance and understanding of diverse perspectives, fostering an environment of inclusivity and empathy. This could very well lead to a more united society, where individuals are recognized and valued for their unique experiences and identities. On the other hand, there's the concern that the movement might be undoing laws that have safeguarded society, laws and regulations that have, for the most part, maintained a semblance of order and security. Some might argue that it's not about empathy, but about pushing a specific agenda, an agenda that might not necessarily align with the needs and wants of all members of society. As we've seen, the woke fluidity movement is a complex issue with far-reaching implications. It's up to us to decide whether it's a path towards empathy and social justice, or a divisive force with a hidden agenda.